Hi guys. Pardon me. Y'all, listen. I'm just gonna get straight into this video because I'm sick of the BS. I'm tired of it. I am so sick of the dating BS. So listen, we're gonna get right into it. Y'all already know I go on all these dates and I always got a horror story, right? All right. So let me say about the first one. So I went on this date with this, well, okay, no, I didn't even go on the date. So this is what happens. I'm embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I don't even know what to say. So I met this guy on this app. Not gonna disclose the app because I've just hit a low point in my life. We'll put it like that. I put a low point in my life. So I met him on this app, African guy. And I won't say what part of Africa because we won't go there. Anyway, we were talking on the app and everything seemed legit. And so he asked for my number. No, he gave me his number and he asked me for mine. He was like, oh, would you like to, exchange numbers? So I said, okay. So I saw that his number was from a state, within the United States. So I was like, okay, all right, cool. So that calmed down a little bit of my fear because I had this fear that, I know it sounds stupid and whatever, but I just have this fear that somebody's gonna try to take me down the road, cause I'm always getting these messages and these friend requests from people who are not from the United States. I'm just like, I'm not gonna be that one that's get caught up, so I always have that thing in the back of my mind, like, oh, when you're dealing with somebody that's, could be not from the United States or whatever, like, I don't mind, honey, I don't have a preference when it comes to, I shouldn't say I don't have a preference, but I don't discriminate when it comes to dating people in my race or outside of my race. I don't care. As long as you treat me right and you got some sense, among other things lining up, we good, honey. But anyway, so we exchanged numbers. We were talking through text. And so I said to him, I was like, I'm not real big on texting. Would you like to talk on the phone? I would prefer to talk on the phone. And so he's like, he kind of skipped the question and said something, whatever. And we just did not talk on the phone. But we were chatting a lot through text. And I just was like, bruh, you don't know who you're dealing with. And I've never revealed to you guys what I do for a living. And I kind of want to keep some of that to myself because I just want to keep that to myself. But I will say this. If I want to find out something about somebody, I don't have to do a lot of work. And I don't have to use any of my employment to find out something about somebody. Before I started doing what I do now, I was an excellent investigator. And I'm not an investigator, but what I do, just trust me. Okay. I'm in the legal field. I'll put it that way. But anyway, so I'm just very smooth with all of my things. And so I typically ask people a few questions just to see what they're going to say, because 9 times out of 10, I already know. I just want to see if they're going to be honest. And if it's something that would give me red flags or be like, oh, get out of here, or just like, he ain't the one, I won't even, do whatever. I'll be like, you know what, dog, I found out some stuff about you and it's just really not going to, that ain't going to be, and I'll move on. But I couldn't find anything on him. So that was the first red flag I had. And I was like, I don't know, So he was like, well, we were having great conversation. And then he said, well, would you like to, he said, can I take you out to dinner? And I said, okay, that's great. I'm all for that. He was like, oh, you know, the sooner the better. I would really love to meet you. You know, I really like our conversation, you know, how you are. And I was like, okay, great. So he was like, the sooner the better. He said, well, what are you doing tomorrow? And I said, nothing after work. And he said, okay, great. 7 o'clock, this restaurant or this restaurant? I said, oh, let's go to this restaurant. I've been to both, but whatever. So the date of the date, I texted him. He texted me that morning, asking me how I was. And then I responded back about an hour or so later, because he got up, way earlier than I did. I don't get up early. It just don't happen for me. I don't have to get up until later because my schedule is just like that. And so I responded and he didn't respond. So I was like, he's probably working or whatever. So cool. So then around about 3 something, I said, do you have time to talk on the phone? Because I still wanted to talk to him on the phone. You know, because I have this thing, like, you know, I want to make sure you don't sound like Mickey Mouse or something. I don't want no feminine sounding man. I just don't want it. I don't. It happened to me one time way back when, and I didn't meet the guy online or nothing. It was just a blind date, and the guy had a voice. He sounded like a girl, and I was like, I don't do that. You know, I just don't like it. My voice is raspy as a woman. And we can't both have a deep, you know, one of us gotta sound some kind of way, you know. I can't be out here, you know, prissy and stuff, and you over here sounding just as sweet as I am. Not gonna work for me. And I know it sounds stupid, but, you know, for those who do sound like that, that's your business. More power to you, and I hope you found a great person, but you're just not for me. But anyway, so I just wanted to hear his voice, and then too, I just wanted to, I wanted to see what I was getting into. So he didn't respond. So 5 o'clock rolls around. So I texted him again, and I said, well, are we still going on the date? Because I know at 5 o'clock, in order for me to make it on time to the date, I need to leave my house by, just say 6, because I was going to have, with traffic, I needed to, I need to be dressed and out of the door by 6:20. And so he still did not respond. So I called him, no answer. So I went ahead and got dressed. took a shower and I got dressed. I didn't do my hair though. So I just kept thinking, I kept talking to myself out loud, and I said, I'm not going. He didn't answer, he's not responding, whatever. So then I got furious and I said, how dare this MFer, blah, 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 stand me up. He catfished me. I tell you, he probably was that same person that wrote that email to all those people years ago, talking about, you won this money from your Nigerian grandfather or such and such, such and such. And I tell you, I'm going to unmatch him and I'm going to report him on the app. And I did. 5 minutes after I unmatched him and reported him to the app, he messaged me and said, sorry, I was working. I just got your messages and I called you twice, but it went straight to voicemail. I had blocked him as well. And yeah. So I called him and I said, oh, sorry. I was too embarrassed to just tell the truth. And I'm not a liar. I'm always really honest. But I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that I had flew off the handle. Oh, Jesus. I was so embarrassed. And he goes, it sounds like you're upset. It sounds like you were mad. I was like, well, the thing is, I said, I thought you were catfishing me. You know, I hadn't heard from you, and I had asked you before, could we talk on the phone, you know, and you glided over that. And I said, then when I asked you today and I hadn't heard from you all day, I just assumed that you were catfishing me. It's 5 minutes until 7 right now, and you're just now getting back with me. And I assumed we weren't going. He was like, well, I'm 4 minutes from the restaurant. Where are you? I said, I'm at home. I'm not coming. He was like, whoa, well, I mean, I thought, he said, if something had to change, I would have told you. I said, well, I hadn't heard from you all day. Communication is very important to me. I said, I told you, and I had that on my profile, that communication is very, very important to me. And none of that. I thought we conveyed that in our text messages and all that. That was very important to me. And that is clearly none of that was done. So he goes, well, I thought you understood that with my job as an independent contractor doing IT systems and being an administrator or whatever he said he does with IT, that you would know that as soon as I go to work, you know, they cut off all access to our phones. So I don't have any way of contacting or doing whatever with my phone. So I don't know about any, you know, I'm cut off all day long. So I said, oh, okay. You know, I said, well, I thought you were catfishing me, and I just, you know, whatever. So while he's talking, I'm emailing the people back saying, false alarm, didn't mean it, sorry, you know, trying to, you know, retract it. So they never emailed me back that night. And I'm like, gosh. So he was like, well, you know, I apologize for not explaining to you, you know, my schedule, whatever. And he was like, why don't we just same time, same place tomorrow? So I said, cool. So afterwards, I'm like, all right, cool. Whoops. But then I thought about it and I said, I don't think that's true, because I know I've talked to plenty of men. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. Now, I ain't out here tricking off or nothing, but I'm just saying, I have talked to many of guys from the same military base, you know, just conversation, and who work in the not say who work in the IT department, but who have, you know, got a lot of stuff going on. And I understand how some of them, you know, can be on lockdown when they're around sensitive information. I understand that. But they go to lunch too. Okay. So I'm not trying to hear that you, whatever. Because when we were first talking before, you were talking to me just about all day. Were you not at work that day? I mean, I just need explanations. I'm not trying to get you to give me a rundown, but I'm just trying to get a better understanding. This communication is just as important. Had it just been, hey, listen, on today, you won't hear from me or whatever until around close to whatever. That's all, you know, that's all people like me want. I'm not trying to get your every move, but things like that are important. Now, I wish men would understand that, or people, you know, like us who are in communication is important to people like me. That's all we want. We don't want to know your every move. I don't give a damn what you're doing. I don't care. Who cares? Honey, you could take 12 flights to Chicago between 9 o'clock and 7 p.m. But if you be like, listen, I'm going to be busy all day long, cool with it. Let me know. And I won't think about your ass. Will not. But at 7:01, I'm worried because I haven't heard from you. Because you ain't said nothing. You ain't said, hey, cat, dog, or nothing. So I'm worried. You know, those are the type of things I think about. But anyway, that's only after I care about you. First meeting up or whatever, but, you know, we're trying to get to know each other, and we're starting to build some rapport. You know, like, dang, what we doing? And I move on very fast. You know, you only got a couple of days to be like, you know, showing me something. Other than that, I'm like, I'm not interested. So anyways, the next day comes and the people emailed me back and were like, could you verify your email address and what your username is so that we can reinstate the match? So I said to myself, no, don't do that. He for sure know it will be you then, because you'll pop back up in his match that reported him. And I was like, yeah, don't do that. So I just deleted my I deleted my profile because I was like, oh my God, this is the absolute freaking worst. The worst, right? So I deleted it. So then I was like, okay, after an hour, I was like, okay, maybe I can make another one. So I made another one, and he saw my profile before I saw his. He blocked me. He blocked me. I wasn't gonna even say nothing to him. So he hadn't said anything to me all day. So I texted him and I said, on my way to the restaurant. When it was like, when I was leaving the house. Didn't show up. I sat there for 15 minutes. I sat in my car. I didn't go in or nothing. But I sat in my car for 15 minutes and he didn't text me back, didn't say nothing. So I just went on home. I was like, whatever. I don't know if he came or not. But he ain't never say nothing. I ain't never say nothing back. And that was that. So I guess he was mad or whatever. I don't know what the deal was, but yeah. I don't know if he was catfishing me or whatever, or I caused it because I didn't show up the day before, or what. He was calling himself paying me back, but foolery, right? I can't be doing this stuff. Oh Jesus. Then I went on, oh my God. So I went on another date with this guy, another guy. He's also African. I don't know. Lately, it's been African city around here, right? So I went on a date with a Nigerian guy. Well, he's Americanized, and we had a great time. Oh my God, that was one of the best dates I've had in a long time. We had a fantastic time, and we went to a bar. We had drinks. We just laughed. I mean, we had a great time. We were dancing like. We were in college, honey. We was getting it. They were playing all the throwback jams, and honey, all the white people in the club were like, well, we were in the bar, excuse me, not the club. In the bar were like, yes, honey, you better do it. And we were getting down like we was 20 years old. And so we were having a great time. And then he was like, oh, you want to go to another club? I was like, another place. So I was like, yeah, let's bar hop. So he paid the tab, and then we left. So we walked. I have to leave out some parts because I can't tell you everything. But anyways, so so while we were at the bar, when we were sitting down before we started dancing, we were sitting down just chatting, just talking about, our lives and stuff like that. He was very nice. We were talking about something. I don't know how we got in a conversation. Oh, he was talking about where he lives. He wasn't from there. He was in town on business or whatever. And he was just talking about how it is there where he lives, and talking about like how it is down here in Florida. And so I said, oh, well, we ain't got to worry about that. Oh, I know what it was. It sounded like somebody was arguing across the room. And I was like, oh, you ain't got to worry about that. I got my heat on me. And he was like, right here? I said, yeah, it's right here between us. Because I had it in my purse. I said, don't worry, it's not racked. Because when I keep my pistol in my purse, I don't rack it because I don't want something to accidentally make it go off. I feel like it's just not smart. I said, if it's on my body, it's always racked. Because if I got to pull it out my wherever, I'm ready to go. That's why I bought a gun that didn't have a safety on it. And so he was mortified that I had a gun. So he goes, so they just let you in here? They didn't even check you? I was like, no. He said, they patted me down. I was like, okay. He was like, so basically all a man has to do is, if he wants to sneak in a gun, just give it to the woman because they're not going to check her. I was like, well, for this place, I said, they check at some places. Like some places I have to go back and take my pistols to the car or whatever. But tonight just wasn't that night. But he looked horrified that I had a gun. So anyway, so we leave, right? We're walking down the sidewalk talking, and we're having a great time just conversing. So he started saying, oh, well, I was thinking we could go to my hotel, swing by my hotel for a minute. You want to make out? And I was like, bruh, am I 16? I said, what kind of girl do you think I am? I said, we're not going to your hotel. We're not doing that. So he was like, oh, I just thought maybe, you know, he said, we don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I said, well, I don't want to go back to your hotel. How about that? And so he was like, oh, okay. So I said, well, I thought we were going to another bar. He goes, well, okay. So we're walking. And I look up, we're at a hotel. I said, I thought we were going to another bar. He was like, oh, I thought you heard me when I said, oh, we're just going to stop by real quick. I said, but I thought you heard me when I said I didn't want to go there. So he's like, yeah. But I thought you was just like, all right, whatever. I said, well, let me just let you know. I'm going to come in, but let me tell you something. You know what I got, right? So I stopped right there and I wrecked it. I said, so don't do nothing stupid and I won't do nothing stupid. And it went just like that. So we went up to his room and we hung out. Nothing happened. We just enjoyed ourselves and, you know, talked and stuff like that. But he didn't do nothing stupid. But then we got in the room when we were looking around and it was 2 holes in the wall. So I was like, what is that? I said, those are like bullet holes. So he was like, yeah, that's weird, isn't it? And I was like, yeah. So I took my gun out and I pulled my clip out and I took a round out and I put it in the hole. I was like, no, these are not my 9mm. These got to be 45s because they were like big. And he was like, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. I was like, what? He's like, you just pulled out your whole gun. He was terrified that I was going to do something. I was like, I said, you're terrified that I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot you, but you weren't terrified to try to get me in this room because you thought you was going to get something tonight, right? Boy, please. Anyway, so it starts raining, pouring down. And he really thought that was going to set the mood. I was like, no, bruh, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I know I'm not, I don't know what you thought, but we did have a great time and we did kiss. I did give him a kiss. I let him kiss me, but no, he thought he was gonna get tongue and everything. We're not doing none of that. None of that is happening. And I had to give him a talk. He's like, well, he's like, I don't know what it is, what it's like for someone to try to sleep with me. What is that like? I said, it's like trying to fight a bear off. Sometimes it's not physical, but sometimes it's just the mental anguish you have if you were faced with a bear. That's how it feels for women. When you're standing there with a bear and just in the room with you and you're like, my God, what am I going to do? Because I know he's going to try something, but what do? You know, that's what it's like for women. You know, you're standing there, you just want to be cute. You're thinking all y'all going to do is have a good time, hang out, sit down for a picnic with, you know, Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear's trying to figure out how he gonna eat you. And I ain't talking about hello, that's what Yogi Bear is thinking. Yogi Bear is like, how he gonna eat you. So it's just, that's what it's like. And he was like, wow, I've never heard that put it that way. I said, well, yeah, that's what it's like. So anyway, so it starts raining. So it finally stops raining. And so he's like, well, I was like, well, I had been there for a couple hours by then. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So he's like, well, let me walk you back to your car. So I was like, okay, cool. So we walked back to my car and I said, well, I'll drive you back to your hotel room. He gets in my car. I start backing up out the space. Oh, where's your camera? I'm looking. You don't even have leather seats or nothing. Oh, why are you got so many buttons? I'm gonna need you to shut it up. Shut it up. Put your seatbelt on, huh? Do that and just ride. We're gonna cut these couple blocks. I'm gonna get you back to your hotel. Then you can get in your luxury vehicle that you're used to. And let me drive my 2010 in peace. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just so used to my car. Well, you get in your damn car, you ride out, bud. But over here, we ain't got that. If you want to get me a car, you are more than welcome to. And pay that insurance while you at it. Because over here, paid for, ain't got no this, ain't got no that. Not finna buy another one. Just not doing it. I can't afford it, but I don't want to. Why? No. But if you want me to have that. So I'm not understanding that. Men, they don't want any woman to be in their pockets. But then here they come. Trying to tell us we need to upgrade. Let me do me, okay? So I forgot to say that after we got back to his hotel, I pulled up, to drop him off. He says, he was like, I really, really, really enjoyed our time together. I would really, really love to see you again. He said, I'll be here for a few more days. He was like, tomorrow I'm going to Miami. Would you like to ride down with me? I'll be down there just for a day and I'll come back up on Monday. And I said, well, he said, I'll take care of everything. I got you. And I said, well, I can't just pick up and take off to Miami. I said, I just met you. I don't feel comfortable jumping in the car with you. And he goes, well, okay. He said, all right. He said, I can understand I want to go that far with somebody. I said, that's 4 hours in the car together. I don't know you. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. He said, all right, I get that. And I go to Miami. He said, so what about when I get back Monday? I'm going to Orlando. Would you like to meet me in Orlando after you get off work? He said, it's only like 50 minutes from you, right? I said, yeah. I said, but that's in a weekday and all that. So he's trying to make excuses. He's like, what can I do to persuade you? He's like, I really, really enjoy you. And I really just want to be with you while I'm here. I really want you to just, be the person that I'm with while I'm here. What can I do? He said, I'll pay for the gas. I'll take care of everything. Just whatever you need. Just whatever I can do to persuade you. And I said, well, I don't know. I said, I don't do stuff like that in the middle of the week. I said, I have a long day usually. My schedule is what it is. And I told him my schedule. So I said, I just can't jump up and do stuff. So I don't know. This is hard. He said, well, can you think about it, please? He said, I hope it's not a no because I really, really want you to come and hang with me. He's like, we have so much fun. He said, look how much fun we had tonight. And I know, you could have so much fun with me over there. And so I said, I know. I said, I understand. So then he says, well, the thing is about it, if I drive over there, I said, it'd probably be me 8 o'clock getting there. I said, then we go have fun, hang out all night. I said, then I got to drive back. I said, that may be 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want to be on I-4 driving 3 o'clock in the morning, driving home or something like that. I said, and then I got to be right back up for work at 9. I said, even though I work from home, he was like, well, can't you just tell your boss, blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, I could. But, I said, it's the end of the month. I said, this is not a good time right now because at the end of the month, we have a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to get things done, so things are not going to where they're going, blah, 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 blah. So he's just like, okay. He said, well, what if I, why don't you just spend the night? I said, if I didn't spend the night tonight, you think I'm gonna spend the night Monday? Think about that. So he was like, all right, well, we'll just think about it. Think about it. Because I really, really want to stay with you. I really, really want to, you know, want you to hang out with me. You know, you're so much fun. And our vibe is just unmatched. You're just so cool. And I was like, why don't you go to Miami, meet you a nice mamacita, and go do whatever you want to do. You know, you're just in town on vacation. You know, I'm not your woman. You're not my man. And have fun. You know, we had a great time tonight, but bro, I promise you, that's it. And so he's just like, okay, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm just looking at him like, no, I knew right then I was not going to be meeting him anywhere. I'm not going. He was fun and we did have a great time, but I just met you. I'm not taking a trip with you. And I did say I want somebody to travel with, but I just met you. I don't know you like that. If you want me to have all this, well, I guess you need to be providing it then. Okay? Because I'm going to do me. I'm going to have what I want to have. I spend my money on other stuff. I like to travel. So that car note you trying to make me have, that's going to be a round trip plane ticket to Italy or something. Because that's where I want to go. And where you sit over here with a $1,200 card note, I'd have been all over the Isle of Capri. I'd have been to the Amalfi Coast. I have shopped in the finest shops. In Harrods. I've done it all. I've done all the things I wanted to. I've been to Mykonos, on all the islands of Greece. I've done all those things. But you still got that $1,200 card note now, don't you? Anywho, I'll get off my soapbox. But I'm just saying. So, you know, I don't understand. And then another thing that I've been getting from men is this sleeping with men thing. So, all right, I have a confession. So for 2.5 years, I did not have sex with anyone. I made this deal. I was like, you know, God, I really want to not give myself away to anyone because I want a husband and I want someone to just want me for who I am. But when I started dating again, it was like, am I kidding myself? Because you start seeing people and these men are like, you ain't having sex? You ain't gonna give it up? And it pissed me off. It hurt my feelings so bad because it was like, I'm such a good person. You know, I have things about me that ain't perfect, but I worked on myself for years. You know, me and the Lord, I worked on myself so many years and so hard to be the best version of myself that I could be, to become a good wife, to become a good woman, you know, and whatever I need to be for a husband. And then I get slapped in the face. I'm like, okay, well, he ain't the one. How many times I got to say he ain't the one, honey? God, what is this man, John? Because listen, you out here telling these men you ain't sleeping with them. They're like, deuces. It's like, dang, you know? And so I finally gave in. I gave in to somebody. Whack. I'm like, dang, I waited 2.5 years and was with somebody and it was trash. Now some nights it was pretty good, but I'm just saying, like, overall it just was a trash experience. It could have been, you know, like I should have just, I was so mad at myself because I'm like, dang, really? I really just gave into that, and it just was not, overall it was not what I wanted. Not at all. And I hate that, you know, and I think men don't understand that. Well, people in general don't understand that. I should say, I'm not sleeping with people in general, I only date men, but it's so difficult when you're trying to just abstain and you want what you want and you're willing to, really trying to not give in. And then you're just constantly getting told, by these men. And they're just like, because they're like, all right, I might rock with you for a couple of dates, 2-3 dates. Well, they're like, I literally had a guy tell me recently, by the 4th date, I'm trying to be swimming in it. And he said, I'll give it to you, but the 4th date, swimming in it. He was like, you super sexy. Like, I don't know why you ain't trying to be like, in the V, you super sexy. He was like, you walking around here with all that and you ain't trying to, like, yeah, I'm walking around here with all of that, but it's only wanted to be all of this for one somebody. I don't want to be out here with, every man I see. So I don't know. It's very heartbreaking to me. I don't know. Somebody help me understand. Men, what are your views on that? When a woman is really, really trying to, she wants to just hold it together, doesn't want to give herself away like that. And, you just got, and all y'all doing is just be like, I need to be in that, 3rd, 4th date. But then y'all also say y'all don't want a thought, y'all don't want a whore or whatever. But then that's all y'all seem to want. Y'all see, when men look at me, I feel as if they see boobs, booty. And I've been told these. I ain't gonna say what they say when they talk about these, but that's what they, I've been told that. They see sexy, when I'm all looking cute and stuff. They see sexy. And they, thinking, okay. And then when I start talking, we're talking about whatever. Oh, you got brains and beauty. But then they're not even trying to get to my heart. They're just trying to get to the bedroom. They're like, dang, I'm trying to smash that. And it's just like, dang, it's like I'm being good for nothing. But I'm not trying to I'm not turning the corner. I'm never going to change myself just to adapt to this societal foolishness. But men are constantly berating women, belittling women. They're always talking about, all you ever hear men, even these high value men, all they're saying is, oh, well, she got to be slim. She got to be big booty, big titties, big whatever, big blah, 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 blah. She got to be flat stomach. She got to be a dime. Her hair got to be down to her kneecaps. She got to be not from the United States. She can't be black. Because I'm telling you, the black man is done with black women. They are. I would say 85% of them are done with the black women. That's what society will have you thinking. This social media stuff will have you thinking that black men do not deal with black women. I know the men in Florida, they're done with black women. I probably have dated 3 or 4 black men lately. Haven't been that many. I'm starting to date Indian men. When I say Indian, I'm talking about the country India. Middle Eastern guys. American black, not so much. A couple here and there, but other people. Because they don't want me. They don't want me. They don't want other people like me. They don't want black women. So I had to slide to where it's at, because it ain't here. They don't want us. But men, what is your take on this? Because as the saying goes, you killing me, Smalls. You killing me. Y'all say one thing and then it's just like, damned if we do, damned if we don't. What do you really want? Y'all keep talking about y'all want a feminine woman. Then you get her and you don't know how to treat her. You don't. You don't know how to treat her. Y'all get women like me. I'm soft. You know I got some G ways. I know I do. But I am a soft woman. Very soft. I can tell you how many men are like, oh God, it's just something about you. You're so feminine. Love that shit. They love it. And I know how to let a man be a man and all that good stuff. But then they turn around and they just like, well, if you love it, all of these things, what is the deal? Then y'all turn around. I ain't talking about men I'm dealing with. I'm just talking about in general, generally speaking. Y'all say y'all want this, y'all say y'all want that, but then when you get that, y'all don't know how to treat them. Y'all know how to treat these women. Then y'all get out here on social media, you're saying one thing and you taking home something different. Say what you really want. Talk about that. Talk about that. Please do that. So these other young men that are watching y'all's content will know what it is you really want. Talk about that. Be honest. Don't fake the funk. If you like them a little thick or a lot thick, be honest with your followers, so they'll know. Ain't nothing wrong with being with somebody a little thickums, okay? Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I used to have a complex about myself because I'm on the thicker side. I haven't always been thick or plus size. I have not always been. Now, I ain't no 400 pounds or 300 pounds or nothing like that. Now, I ain't going to get it twisted. But I am 5'10" and 230 pounds. Okay? I'm a tall girl, thick girl. And when I tell guys that, we'll be talking about weight and stuff, height and stuff, and they're like, when they find out how much I weigh, they're like, ain't no way you weigh that much. Because my height distributes my weight differently. I have big boobs and a big butt, and my legs take up all of that. I got a little tummy, but it's the way it's distributed, you would never guess. People are like, there's no way. But it's just the way it's distributed. Well, I said all that to say, see, when you get older, your mind goes, Jesus. But anyways, so I said all that to say, if I've been coming across a lot of guys that, I had this complex about myself where I thought that because I was a bigger girl, I could not date a small guy. I was like, I have no business looking at a man that's athletic. I have no business looking at a man that's slim. Always been attracted to big men anyway. I ain't talking no sloppy big man now. Coming all over here with you. Go ahead now. I don't like them. But I've always liked big men. Like, I don't know. I just like a big man. Always have. But then when I started, when other type of men started approaching me, when I started getting a little older, I was noticing. I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to get that out of my mind then, that, I can have anybody that I wanted. Because I can. And anybody can. It's not about, don't let folks out here tell you that because you are a certain size or certain whatever that you can't have X, Y, and Z, because anything can belong to you. Now, don't go out here steal it. Basically, don't go out here try to take somebody's man or somebody's woman now. But what I'm saying is you can date anybody that you want. It's just that don't have a stigma about yourself in your mind. Because I had a complex about myself. I promise you I did. I still kind of sometimes feel like that person's out of my league. But then when I find myself talking to somebody, I'm like, I'm dating down. This ain't good. I'm dating down. This ain't good. And you have to think like, just go for what you know. Please, I'm not 5-star elite, top notch or whatever, but I know I ain't gutter. I'm not that. So, you know, I deserve the best of the best because I am the best of the best. And if he happens to be muscular or whatever, all right, come on with it. But because I was always a firm believer in, if I'm chubby, you know, I can't be looking at nobody that's in the gym because I know I ain't in the gym like that. But then when all these men start being like, oh, that's what I like. Oh, okay. Hey, Charles. So okay, you know, and I don't mind working out. Like the biggest reason I don't work out like I should is because I don't like going to the gym by myself. I really don't. I hate it. I need an accountability partner. Like me and my cousin have tried to be accountability partners for each other, but over the phone, it don't work for me. I need somebody to be there, be like, get your behind up, let's go. Because when I'm in competition with somebody, oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna make sure I win because you ain't gonna outdo me. No. But when I don't have somebody there, you know, it's hard. So, but yeah, I don't know. Lately, you know, on Swole's been on me. And the shorter guys, oh my God, they've been all over me. The shorter guys have been all over me. Been like, I'll climb that tree to get to you. Girl, one rung at a time, one branch at a time. I'm coming, boo, I'm coming. But like, wow, okay. But, you know, I've had to make some adjustments in the type of guys that I date and, you know, date. Because normally my type, I know I said I wasn't going to tell y'all, but I might as well, whatever. The type of guys I normally date are around 6'6" to 6'9" or taller. Well, not really. Well, that's just say I'll say from about 6'4" to 6'9" in height. Big men. Kind of heavy set, but not always heavy set. Like athletes. Trying to think what else. Bearded. Usually typically bearded. Long money. Not in the gold digging sense. They're just successful. I'm successful, so they're successful. I'm not looking for anybody not doing as well as I am. I mean, that ain't gonna work. You know, because if I like to travel, I would like for him to be able to do the same things that I do. And I'm not gonna be sponsoring him. No. So yeah. Typically that's what I would go for. And some other things. But physically, that's what they look like. Bearded, heavyset, tall, very tall. Because I'm 5'10". So to me, if I'm 5'10", to me a person that's 6'1", 6'2" is not that tall. I feel like I'm still looking right in their eyes. If I can see over the top of your head, that ain't. But then when I started getting older, and I was like, I'm being really, really picky. And I was like, okay, you know, I can give somebody a chance. You know, my friends keep telling me, your husband's gonna be short. He gonna be shorter than you, or he gonna be like right there in your eyes. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. But so I've started letting people that are 5'9" in the game. So we'll see. But I love a treetop. I do. I love a tree. I love a man of a tree, honey. Yes. I want to swing low, swing chariot. I want to be up there. Yes. Yes. I think the tallest guy I dated was 6'9". That's what I like. I like them big and thick. Anyways, y'all, but yeah, so I don't know, we could talk about it. I'll make another video about things that happen, things I think about, and the occurrences of dating is difficult. I've been told to make a book about all the dating stories that I've had because Lord have mercy, there's been a lot. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's been 45 minutes already. I gotta get out of here. I got stuff to do. Child, I ain't got nothing to do online. But anyway, I love you guys. Be good or be good at it. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.